up, everybody, man? It's your man.
It's us.
You know what I'm saying? And we are finally here for the very first hot take. Fire, heat, out. Damn glasses. But anyways,
yeah, we just got back. Well, not just got back, but last night we watched Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
The Legend of the Six Ring. Yeah, nah, they cut down any budget cuts. They're just like, we ain't got 10, we need 6. So that's all we got. But no, yeah, we saw the Legend of Shang-Chi last night. And of course, and we wanted to give this the honorary first hot take. So what would you say your experience?
It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times I see a movie and judge me, but I'm like, oh, there's something wrong with that. Oh, this plot line don't make sense. I really enjoyed this. Like, there wasn't anything in this movie that I felt like didn't work. Like, it was very well written, very well acted. We were watching some of the previews for some other movies before, and I'm like, oof, that acting.
Oh, please.
But Shang-Chi, like, all the actors in that movie were really freaking good.
Yeah, and I mean, to jump in, like, I also thought that, like, the level of representation that is, like, in that, that's in that movie is, you know, phenomenal.
Yeah. Like, all the characters are very likable. Everyone, it's really freaking good.
Yeah.
It's very good. Yeah. The only gripe that I would have, which isn't just a problem with this movie, I'm gonna talk about it, but some of the CGI and effects and green screens was a little dodgy. But honestly, with these movies, if it's not the main fucking the main four, I guess, like Iron Man, Captain, them motherfuckers, then the CGI and shit is not very good. Like Black Panther, some of the CGI now is like,
whoa. We love Black Panther.
Like,
get that right.
You know, so if it's not the main franchise, if the leads are, I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah, what? Hey, now.
I don't give a
Wakanda forever. I mean, Disney, fine, but hey.
Wakanda forever!
I didn't say it was a bad movie. I love that movie.
You're saying leads. Where you going?
If the leads are minorities in Disney films, then the CGI is not as good as it is for the rest of them.
I agree with that. Oh, okay. I thought you were about to be like, man, Chadwick Boseman, man.
Oh,
man.
hell no.
I was about to say, man, let's cut this. I'm leaving.
So my only gripe wasn't even with the movie itself. It was just with
production.
Yeah.
And you know what? I actually, obviously 100% agree with you. It was such a great movie. I mean, lots of really great moments. There's lots of moments where, you don't get all of the information right away, but, eventually the movie actually tells you, what are the missing pieces are.
There's a lot of circling back. And even with those missing pieces, you're not missing any part of the story.
Yeah.
They just go back to it and explain oh, what happened after they did this, or what was they doing during this. It's very well written.
Yeah. And another reason why I really enjoyed it is because the fact that they kind of jump all over the place when it comes to time, it really
in a way that makes sense though.
Yeah, it's not distracting,
Yeah.
Like, because the thing is like that movie is 100% on go mode. Like, it's all just like, all right, we here now.
I wanted to talk about the pacing of it.
Yeah,
the pacing is so good.
Yeah,
like honestly, with a lot of these movies, I zone out. Like, I'm falling asleep. Like,
yeah, same.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you was asleep during Endgame.
Wait,
or was it Spider-Man? It was one of those.
Nah, you know what? It was Ready Player One.
Well, I know that.
Yeah, I remember that one.
But like one of those Marvel movies, you were asleep.
A Marvel movie I fell asleep on?
Yeah.
No damn way.
Yeah. But like, because a lot of times the pacing in those movies
right now, like what?
Because a lot of times the pacing in those movies aren't very well done.
Mm-hmm.
But like in this movie, it's like you get story, action, action. Like it's never a dull moment in this movie.
Yeah, like, and none of the well, really to jump into the fight scenes, none of the fight scenes felt forced. It all felt like it played a purpose, and not because like, well, this is a Marvel movie, so there has to be fighting. It's like, no, like this, like these are the circumstances, which is something that actually, oddly enough, like a comic book based like production company gets right compared to a lot of other movies that actually are like, this is an action movie. They don't. They kind of don't get right in comparison to Marvel, if that makes sense. So it's like, you know, it's like these are the circumstances. This all makes sense for this character to have to fight. But a lot of other action movies, like, you know, I'm not gonna name any names, at least right now, but there's so many action movies that feel very forced, very seamless. Maybe at one point that was okay to see, but like now it's gotten stale and boring and very predictable. This movie it had some very small predictable elements in it, because for the most part, you know he's gonna win, you know, for the most part. But like, it's like that old saying, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So that's what makes that what made, you know, Legend of Shang-Chi such a great movie. And another thing I want to, you know, talk about briefly is the fight choreography. The fight choreography was so on point. And not just because, and you know, and not just because of the fights themselves, but also how they were shot. A lot of what's actually, you know, just because me and Dee, we actually practice fight choreography, and one of the biggest gripes that you can have when it comes to a fight scene is if the choreography doesn't make sense, if the audience can't follow it, for two, and three, if it's not shot correctly.
It has to flow.
It has to flow. It has to make sense, and it also has to mean something. That's a lot to balance in one fight scene alone. Every fight scene in this whole film worked very well, you know, like, and without very much explanation even needing to be kind of involved, because like they didn't say, well, the audience is stupid, so let me explain to them why we're fighting. Like a lot of it was just like, here we are. Well, you know, like, you know, this is the setting.
And like during the fights, you understand, like you start unlocking why it's happening.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I think we're doing a really good job of promoting this movie, because like we're basically like, it's like we're telling you without telling you. So go watch it. But yes, they have changed, like the fights. They have so many different circumstances, all within the same fight scene. So it's really dope. It's really dope. Like, it's not because this is a Marvel movie that it worked. Like, this could have very well been something completely different and still would have worked.
It's just a good movie.
Yeah, it really is just like a really good movie. In summary, go watch the movie. It's really good. We support you, Marvel. Support us, sponsor us, or hire us.
Yes.
Like, we'll do some Shang-Chi-ing. See that? That costs about $10. Actually, like, if that's like, imagine I like send Marvel an audition. I'm just like, hi, this is my audition for Shang-Chi. Thank you. If you like what you saw, make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and watch a video.
That shit. shit.
all that shit.
Well,
And
you gonna get this.
Yep.
And you don't want that.
You don't
I mean,
want
for
that.
real, you don't want that. If you see the movie,
Yeah.
you don't want
You don't
that.
want this either. If you don't get it, watch the movie.